Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with me, and we're going to try to get back into some of our tutorials today. And I know I'm owing you 2 weeks on the Cricut, and I promise we will get caught up. I just had to take a little bit of time off to get my voice back in shape, but we will get caught back up. So today we're going to do a little bit different twist on a card. Alright, you're going to need a piece of cardstock that is 6 inches by 12 inches. And you're going to score at 1/2 inch. Then you're going to score at 4.5, at 5, at 5.5, at 6, and 6.5. And then you're going to go down and score at 11.5. Okay? Then you're going to turn it and you're going to score at 1/2 all the way down. Whoops. At 1/2. And then at 5.5. Okay. So there you go. You've got your scoring all the way around. Now we're going to cut out a couple of little corners. So just cut out this little corner right here where those two score lines meet. Just cut that out first. And cut this one out. You're going to go all the way around, cutting all 4 of them out. And I just cut mine at a little bit of a V, kind of. I don't go all the way across because it usually cuts a little bit too much off. Alright, and then you're going to go right here where you did all of these score lines in the middle. And I know this is hard to see. Let's see if you can see it better on this side. Maybe. Where all of these score lines are from here to here, you're going to go and cut all of that out up to that first little 1/2 inch score line right there. So do just a little bit of an angle on each end up to that score line. See where the score line is right there? And then all of this part right here you're going to cut out. So just cut straight down on that score line just like that. That you don't need. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So that right there, we're going to cut out. So then you're going to have something that looks about like this. And we're ready to start doing some folding here. So we're going to fold over our score lines. And if you didn't get a little piece cut out, just go ahead and fix that while you're there, like I didn't. And I'm using just regular pattern paper. I'm not using cardstock. You could use cardstock on this if you wanted. I just wanted to use this pattern paper because I think it's really pretty and it's spring kind of. Now since you've gone all the way around and done all of that folding, you're going to accordion fold these score lines that you did in the middle. So just fold one forward, one back, one forward, one back, just like that. Just keep that going. Okay, then once you fold your accordion folds, you should have something that looks like this. So now we're going to start gluing some things down. So I'm just going to use my ATG gun. You might want to use glue or some other type of adhesive, something that's a little bit stronger. I'm just going to use this for the video purposes. So you're going to put some glue or adhesive on all of these little flaps that you have here. Glue those down. Y'all know me, all I'm doing is cutting down the raw edge because I do not like the raw edge of paper. So we're going to seal that over, make this where it's a really good, sturdy, and pretty card. I like the way it's two-tone too. when you do this. When you have a double-sided paper, that make that pretty. Alright, now on this, we're going to put some adhesive, and we're going to flip it over and put some adhesive in the center of these. So put some on your first one, and then skip that one, put some on the second one, skip that one, and then put some right here. So what you're doing is you put some on this one, and then you skip that one, put some there, skip that one, and put some there, and then you're going to stick these together. So see, it's going to make the outside of your card look like that, to where it's smooth. But then the inside, you're going to have these 3 little hinges. So it's almost like you was doing the hinged album, but you're going to have those 3 little hinges on the inside, and the outside's going to look like that. So see, the closer that you can do these, the more glue that you can put in there, and the closer that you can fold them together, the prettier the outside's going to be. Okay, now what we need to do is on these little edges right here on the inside, you want to take that and cut those at an angle, just like that. So just cut all of them at an angle. And then go to the other side and do the same thing. Okay, so now you have that right there. There's your hinges. So now for our inside pages, I use the same paper. This is from one sheet of cardstock, and it is light pink dots on that side, and then it's dark pink on this side. And I will tell you in the comments below what paper line this comes from, in case anyone wants to grab some of it. These are cut at 3 3/4 by 4 3/4 is what these pages are cut at. So we're going to put those right there. I'm going to start with one that's facing down, since that's already there. Now I'm going to put some adhesive right here on this flap. So just run some adhesive down through there, and here's where you probably would want to use a really strong adhesive, like double-sided tape, score tape, something like that. Alright, then lay this right in that corner, right where that folds, right where that score line is, right there. Make sure that it's even top and bottom, and then just lay that one over on it, just like that. So there's your first page. Okay, then you're not gonna put any adhesive on this side. You're gonna go over here to this one, and you're gonna put some adhesive on there. And then take your next page, and I'm going to flip it up this way. Lay it down to where it's even here, even with the page that you just put down. And right in that score line, not over it, but right in that score line, and then lay that down. So there's your second page. Alright, and then you're going to go to this one. Put some adhesive right here. And then do this one the same way. Even it up top and bottom, and then making sure that it's sitting down in there on that score line, and lay that over just like that. So there are your 3 pages. So there's that one, there's that one, and there's that one. And I love how you have the different colors in there. Isn't that pretty? Alright, so that is the inside of your little album. And this is an album card, so if you can put pictures in here for someone, send it to them. It's still going to be thin enough, it's going to go through the mail. Okay, now for the outside, what we're going to do is right here, we're going to put a mat. But before we put the mat down, I'm going to stamp it. Now I'm going to use this stamp set, and it comes off of This old stamp set that I have no clue who made it. I've had it forever and a day, and it's kind of distressed, and I'm just going to put sweet and then memories together on there. And someone had asked me to show them how I store my stamps, and I will be glad to. These are the little sleeves that I store them in, but I will show that in a video coming up shortly. So I'm going to lay this down, trying to get it kind of straight if I can. And then close my MISTI up. Oops. Alright, and I think I'm going to use some Lilac Posies as my ink. See what that looks like. And making sure that's straight there. Oh yeah, I like that. And as I said, this is distressed looking, so it's going to look there we go, I like that. So there is Sweet Memories. And then I'm going to take my, let's see, I think I will take this tumbled glass, and I'm just going to ink. I'm going to put some ink around the edges, but to keep ink from getting on our sentiment, what we're going to do is we're going to do a mask. And so I'm just going to take a piece of paper, just a regular piece of paper, and I'm going to cut it out about the size. I'm just going to trim it with my fingers because I want it to be kind of jagged looking. See if that'll cover it. Oh yeah, that covers. Let's trim a little bit more off over here. And a little bit up here. Okay. That should work right there. And now I'm just going to take some tumbled glass and my little brush, and I'm just going to brush on some color. Trying to keep it from going on my letters. I don't care if it goes up under there a little bit, but I just don't want it on my words. Okay, that did good. I like that. And then I'm just going to take my distress tool and I'm just going to go around the very edges and put a little bit more dark on there. Kind of look like that bird's going to fly through the sky there. And then we're going to put this on the front. So I'm just going to use some ATG tape and put this down on the front. Just like that. And then I think we'll put a few little flowers on here. I think that will work right there. Let's get some glue. And then just to decorate it up just a little bit more, let's put a cute little pearl on here. Let's put that right in the center of that flower that's right there. And you know me, I can't stop. I think I'm going to use some Wink of Stella in the clear. So I'm going to put some on my little bird. I think I'll go ahead and just do some on the letters too. Just put a little bit on them. That'll make them stand out a little bit from the page. There you go. Let's see if we can see that. Can you see the glitter? I'm not sure that you can. There, maybe you can that way. Okay, and then we're going to put a little bit of glitter on the flowers. And that's it. That's all we're going to do. This is a card that's still flat enough that you can send it through the mail. But you can also put some photos or some memorabilia, you know, something that maybe you're sending it to a friend and you want to remind them of a good time that you had back when, and you can put some photos and things in here. Close it up, send it to them. You can always write your sentiment right here. If you wanted to use a closure on here, you could. I'm not going to because it's still, you know, it's laying flat and everything looks fine. But I'm just going to leave mine as is. But you could always close it up if you wanted to. Put you some photos and things in here and send it to a friend, and I'm sure they would love to get this sweet card. Okay, guys, that is it for today. We will talk to you guys later. Please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Bye-bye.